I'm just waiting for a second, letting people get a chance to come in to the live. I got the soft music playing. Give give you some soft, calm, relaxing vibes. So come on in and watch the get the free coaching today. Uh, making sure all my stuff is on. Hit the like button. Come on in, come on in. I'm just going to start with some prayer for everybody watching. Um, Lord, come through, show up and show out. Let your words speak. Let your guidance show, Lord. Give us instruction. Give us wisdom, Lord. Speak to our hearts and speak to our minds in Jesus' mighty name. So, um, one of the first questions someone asked, which I thought was such a good question, and I know it's really common among Christians and in relationships. One of the things he asked is, "What do I do?" Let's see. He asked, "How do I pursue what I know God is calling me to in my relationship, and my partner seems resistant?" I don't know if he's gonna come in and watch or not yet, but I'm gonna just address that first until people come in and bring their comments. I would say, if you're a believer and you know God is calling you to do something, but you don't have the support of your partner, what do you do? Again, reading the Bible and prayer is going to be your first go-to, and the Lord will give you confirmation. And we have to, the Bible says you can't serve two gods. You cannot serve two gods. You must pick who is more important to you. Is pleasing God more important to you, or is pleasing your partner more important to you? You can't please both unless your partner's will is in line with the will of God. And we're human beings. We're not always going to see what God sees. And sometimes if you're in a marriage, you're in a relationship, God is going to be telling you one thing and your spouse may not necessarily support it. But if you have a partner who's humble and willing to say, you know what, if you feel like God is telling you, I'm going to support you, and we'll pray through it and let the Lord give us confirmation. And the Lord always gives peace. And for anyone who asks, and he answers. If you just say, Lord, you know what, my wife, my husband is saying that this is what you're telling them to do. Show me, Lord, so that I can support my spouse in what you called them to do. Prayer helps. Prayer works, and you got to believe prayer works, and allow the Lord to be the Lord of your relationship, especially as believers. Because just because you call yourself a Christian doesn't mean things are going to go perfectly. Doesn't mean all things are always going to go well. So I think it's important to make sure that you consult with the Lord and wait for an answer. That's the best way I can put that. I don't know if there's any perfect answer for that, because God's going to work differently in every circumstance. But trusting Him and seeking Him and being hungry to please the Lord makes all the difference. Rather than trying to please your spouse, you want to be, you want your heart to desire to please God first, and everything else will fall into place. So that's to answer that question. So another question that I had that came in, someone asked, what if let me get my questions. Trying to make sure I see everybody coming in, but all right, another question that was asked. Let me pull it up. All right, so somebody else asked, what if what if our communication styles are different, and where one is more of a they express themselves more verbally, and the other one the other partner seems a little bit more standoffish and doesn't seem to express themselves the same. Um, there's some cultural differences, brought up in different family styles. What do you do? I would say, um, so one thing that I notice a lot when couples are dealing with each other, people don't ask enough questions. People do not ask enough questions. People make assumptions. People are so quick to speak, but not taking the time to ask questions. Everybody wants to be heard and understood. Many of us don't take the time to try to understand the other person. So this is something I've really just learned. It's not something that I've practiced all my whole marriage. It's something that I really just learned very recently, and the Lord had to reveal to me that how important it is to ask questions. Ask questions. It's so simple. My husband's so good at that. Just ask questions. If you're not sure about something, ask your spouse. Ask questions. Ask what they're thinking. What do they want? How do they feel about things? Myron Golden says, be interested if you want to be interesting. Show an interest in other people in order to be more interesting. And he's so right. He's so right. You want to be more interested in other people than you want, you know what I mean? That you want to just be interesting. You see people that want to just talk about themselves for the sake of being interesting, they end up being boring. Okay. What a man. He said he got a question. What if your spouse told you he was falling out of love with you? What would I do if my spouse said he was falling out of love with me? I think I would, see ask questions like, what do you ask him what he feels like is causing that? What have I done? And if there's nothing I've done, what does he feel like has changed in him? Is that something that we can bring back? What do I need to do to restore that? And hopefully there's the request he has isn't too ridiculous where I'm like, I'm not doing that. Like what can we do to restore? How can we get it back? How can we get back those vibes? What do we do? Yeah, I think I would try to restore it. Because falling in love is a feeling, and we know feelings are fickle, they're up and down. So I'm like, it may just be something he's experiencing at the time. It may not be permanent. Like, so what can we do? What can we do to bring that back? What do I need to do? Do I need to shake it? Do I need to spread it open? Like, what do I need to do? That would be my mind. That's what I would wonder. What can I do to bring back those feelings? Because what it is if anybody is aware of what love is an action. So even if you don't feel like you love someone, which is like infatuation, as long as you continue to show acts of love, you show affection, you behave as if you love them, those feelings will come back. You show them, you act like you love them, you hug, you kiss, you do these acts of affection. Eventually those feelings will be restored. You act like it, like the brain, trick the brain. The brain is so simple. You behave in a way, your brain will begin to comply. Okay, this is what we're doing. I'm acting like this, so this is what it is. This is how I feel. Why do you think actors fall in love with each other in every movie? Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt got married off of a whole movie. You see it over and over again. These actors. I'm watching this show might not go really well with this generation, but Arrested Development. One of the brothers and his wife in the show, they actually end up getting married in real life. It happens over and over again in movies and shows, but people don't want to take the energy and put that into a real life situation. Start to act like you love and have affection for your spouse, and those feelings will develop. It's just simple as that. We can't make it harder than it is. We make it so much harder than it is. Well, we tend to want to put that effort into something that doesn't belong to us rather than what is ours. So it's as simple as that. That's a great question. But that's it. Nobody else has come in and asked any questions, but yeah, I pray that this was a blessing to you. I pray it opens your mind, opens your heart for some things. I know some folks were saying they wanted to come, but not a lot of people came through, which is fine with me. But I'm trying to think. Here's another question that I can think of. What do you do if you want someone who doesn't want you? How do you deal with that? You want to be with someone who doesn't want to be with you. I would say it doesn't hurt to ask questions. If you really want to know why, ask them why they don't want to be with you. What is it about you that, it's like you don't want to change for someone, but you want to know what it's like a job interview. What is it about me that caused me to not get this job? What did I do wrong? What did I say wrong? What is it? What is about my character, my personality that makes it difficult for you to date me? And even if you don't get with that person, it might be good feedback for you for your future relationships. So it doesn't hurt to ask, be like, why did I fail? Why do you feel like I failed? Why do you believe our relationship didn't work out? What do I need to work on? What do I need to improve on? That's all you can do is work on you. You can't do nothing about what nobody else doing. So yeah, if you're just coming in and you have any questions, type your questions in the comments. I'll hold on for you to ask any questions if you have any. If not, I'm gonna get up out of here. So let me know if you have any questions. But if you like this, I will do this again. I'll do 3 sessions of this next week and then the week after. If it's a blessing to you, if it helps you with your relationship. But if you're somebody who is good at business, you are good at making money, you do well at work, you do well in your profession, but you're struggling in your intimate relationships, you find it difficult to find emotional connection, you find it difficult to have those hard conversations in your marriage, in your relationships, this is for you. So how can I help you? What questions do you have that you're seeking guidance on, that you're seeking support on, that you need confirmation of? You better take advantage of this free coaching. So Waterman has another question. Let's see. Is faking being happy a good thing, being in a relationship? I would say don't fake being happy. I would say if you're not happy, get to the root of it. You would have, analyze, take inventory. Is it something you're missing yourself? Is there something your spouse needs to do differently? Are you feeling like you're being taken advantage of? Do you feel like your spouse isn't present? Do you feel unappreciated? It's like we have to be conscious of ourselves. Take mental and emotional inventory. Is my spouse doing what they're supposed to do? Do I feel like there's something they need to change? You could ask that. But I would say first, analyze yourself. What do I need to do? Why am I unhappy? What do I need to do differently? What can I do to find happiness in myself? Am I doing the things I enjoy doing? Am I satisfied with where I am in my life? If not, what do I need to do to change that? You can start there. But I would say don't be fake happy. I would say analyze why you're not satisfied. Don't cause hell. Don't be intentionally miserable. Don't go out of your way to try to destroy somebody else because you're frustrated. Right? Just, if you're unhappy, you're dissatisfied, find out why. But don't be fake. Discuss it. You know what? I'm struggling. I'm not very happy. And it may not be your spouse. It very well may be you. 9 times out of 10. It's us when we're not happy. It's something we're missing inside of ourselves. So we got to take emotional and mental inventory. What am I missing in my life? Am I doing what God is telling me to do? Am I where I want to be? And if I'm not, how do I get there? And take the steps to start making moves to get where you feel like you want to be. Progress is better than stagnation. You want to be making moves somewhere, and because even if you don't get there overnight, you'll get there in baby steps. Baby steps is better than babies move faster than a dead body. So make moves, and you'll eventually get there. But that was so fun. I'm gonna do this again next week. Lord bless. Was this today? Today's Wednesday. Yeah, I'll do this again next Wednesday. It's a blessing to you. Put in the comments if you have any other questions, if anything in this quick live resonated with you. And yeah, let me know what your struggles you have in your relationship. If you're in a relationship, if you're not in a relationship, but you're struggling with your past, you've struggled with past relationships and kind of skeptical about dating, yeah, let's talk about it. Happy to be a blessing to you and help. Otherwise, that is it for tonight. I'm gonna let y'all go. I love you guys. Catch me this Friday, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard, 7 p.m. Eastern, and I will be there. I'll be here. Facebook, YouTube, doing this again. I love you guys. Bye.